Please subscribe.
When Volkswagen chose to dispatch the essentially refreshed 2020 Passat close to some of Southern California's amazing driving streets, it caused a stir, both of mine. The Passat is never again our first decision for a moderate-sized vehicle we'd hoon up a world-class street like Angeles Crest, yet could this mid-cycle invigorate change that? The U.S. spec 2020 Passat still rides on an old stage in contrast to the Passats for the Chinese and European markets, which are presently based on VW's much more up-to-date MQB engineering that supports the Golf and MotorTrend top pick. So despite the fact that the Passat is revived for 2020, the body in white is basically equivalent to the vehicle that brought home our Car of the Year respects in 2012. VW says this is to minimize expenses since car deals are on the decrease in the US, however therefore the Passat is ruined all the way. For 2020, the bodywork is presently a piece swoopier, with an improved front-end plan, new LED headlights, a crisp grille that binds it to the current Jetta, and an etched back that makes the Passat a more attractive machine than previously. The 2.0-liter turbo 4 makes the equivalent 174 horsepower yet is up to 206 pounds-feet of torque, and the 6-speed programmed gets another torque converter. Inside, the progressions are much progressively unobtrusive. Be that as it may, they shouldn't have been. The Czech group in the U.S. spec Passat has a little shading showcase between a simple tach and speedometer had VW made the transition to the MQB stage. The Passat could have accompanied Volkswagen's best-in-class completely advanced instrument bunch, as in the Tiguan, however the vehicle's more established stage won't take into consideration it. The atmosphere controls stay unaltered, as does the middle support. Volkswagen made vulnerable side checking, back cross-traffic caution, and programmed LED headlights highlights standard over every single trim level, be that as it may. The 2020 Passat's dashboard has been adjusted to incorporate some RTNS vents, and the infotainment show is new. At simply 6.3 inches, the touchscreen is little for the fragment European Passats can be moved up to a 8.0-inch show, something that is absurd in the North American vehicle on account of its dated stage. Attractive discretionary rigging incorporates a fender sound framework, versatile voyage control, standard on 3 of 4 trims, warmed front and back seats, and double-zone atmosphere control, additionally standard on 3 of 4 trims. Lamentably, a marginally modernized inside and additional comforts can't conceal the vehicle's conspicuous age inside. The dashboard and focus reassure, however spotless and simple to utilize, look emphatically austere when contrasted with others in the section. Be that as it may, how does the old vehicle stack up out and about? Understanding that the Passat may require some extra liveliness for our drive ahead, I hopped into a 2020 Passat R-Line. The R-Line includes somewhat unique front and back guards, controlling wheel-mounted door shifters, and stickier Falcon elastic folded over R-Line selective 19-inch wheels. The new tires speak to one of the greatest unique contrasts between this newest 2020 Passat and the former one. While the last R-Line accompanied greater wheels yet tires that were no more grippy, the Falcons were significantly more capable of hustling the car up a twisty mountain street. On account of the oars on the wheel, it was anything but difficult to remain in the ideal rigging, however the transmission normally overlooked me when I requested a downshift. The guiding is light yet exact, however the brakes have no vibe, and a dead spot at the highest point of the pedal's movement makes arriving at a well-made decision about stop incredibly troublesome. When we dropped out of the twisty streets above Los Angeles and onto its maturing interstates, the old Passat came great. The 405 expressway's asphalt is famously loud and rough, yet the Passat even on its 19-inch compounds absorbed the irregularities and knocks effortlessly. It hushed up at speed, permitting so little wind and tire clamor into the lodge that even murmur volume discussions were perceptible. No squeaks or errant clatters advanced into the lodge as we pounded it over knocks and development joints. The Passat was effectively as agreeable as its older sibling, the Tiguan, however with better body authority over huge undulations. The long and straight adventure down the 405 suit the Passat. Fitting, as the U.S. spec Passat has been manufactured explicitly for the American market since 2012, and long, straight voyages possess large amounts of the lower 48. I just can't resist the urge to think about how much better the Passat could have been. The point at which the going gets twisty on the off chance that it were based on MQB. In the moderate-size vehicle class, you can have your cake and eat it, as well. The Accord, a double cross-correlation champ, expertly handles the viable issues that issue to families while additionally being smarter to drive. All things considered, the revived Passat is as yet roomy, calm, and agreeable. It won't set your hair ablaze or rouse you to push for that next summit. What it ought to do is offer indistinguishable sorts of highlights from the Ultima and Optima, yet the exclusion of a warmed guiding wheel, ventilated front seats, an acceptably estimated infotainment screen, and an Encompass C camera framework makes it less engaging. The 2020 Passat begins at $23,915, undermining the majority of its rivals in base cost, and it additionally flaunts a 4-year/50,000 fundamental guarantee with 2-year/20,000 miles of free upkeep. All things considered, the Passat needs more discretionary Logitech to fulfill the individuals who acknowledge such comforts. Regardless, it isn't as agile as the class-driving Accord. A more component-loaded Passat with present-day underpinnings exists, only not in the US, and that is the thing that baffles us about the U.S. spec 2020 Passat. In the event that you should have a large, agreeable, well-estimated German car in your garage and wouldn't fret avoiding highlights numerous contenders offer, the Passat could have a home on your short rundown. Something else, consider a lower trim Arteon, another medium-sized vehicle, or hang tight a couple of years for the sought-after full update of the Passat.